Welcome back to another unsolicited and uneducated football analysis with your friend David Valentin. Here to give you guys an update on what's going on with Orlando City since the last vlog, which was our last home game here in Orlando, which was a big fat L, if I may say so. Orlando has not, went on to lose the last three games, and then went on the road to Red Bulls. Went on the road to Red Bulls and got a surprising result. Another Papi special, another 1-0 result. The goal came from Facundo Torres. With the assist of Junior Urso and the hockey assist from Pato. I felt that I always say this to people that football is a pound of talent and an ounce of luck. The goal happened because the ball was actually gonna go away from frame, but the goalkeeper creates a deflection that gets the ball to the far post and inside the net. A lot of people, when I made the comment online saying that it was a lot of luck, all of a sudden feel that, oh, you're discounting the talent of the player. Absolutely not. One of the things that fans of the sport that follow Orlando City have been screaming to the four winds is that if you don't shoot on goal, things don't happen. We have said it before. You can get a deflection, you can get a handball, or you can get a lucky turn of the ball, and boom, you gotta go. If you don't shoot, you don't know what's gonna happen. This game in particular had one shot on frame per team. One shot on frame. Ours happened to be a goal. Red Bulls happened to be a goal that was about to go in for the equalizer at the death of the game, but fortunately, Joao Moutinho got the ball out of there at the death of the game. And this is something that have been saying a lot, that the Papi specials, the way we're playing under Oscar Pareja, is not sustainable. It's not sustainable, my friends, because right now, if you go online, you're going to see people saying, see, where's the haters at? Where's the haters at? I got to tell you where the haters are. I'm not a hater. I'm just pointing out the obvious. If you want to live in fantasy land and bury your head like an ostrich on the sand and not realize that we cannot score goals, that we have offensive issues the size of a barn, then I don't know what to tell you. I feel that... and I have said it. I got this information from a source that the players are not buying into the system and had quit on Oscar Pareja. It doesn't mean that they don't like him. It doesn't mean that they hate him. It means that they want to change. They want change. They want change. They just don't like the way things are set up. And a few players feel that they're not playing to their potential because they are being placed in positions that handcuff their talent. Those are facts. But people that some podcasters have taken some jabs at me. I listen to every podcast, so I know who they are. And it's a shame. It's a shame that rather than DMing me to find out who my source is, if it's truthful or not, they take jabs at what I know. But one of the things that I have been very clear with people is I'm not a smoke merchant. I'm not a liar. I don't make things up just for shock value. All I have as a fan of this club, as a podcaster, as a vlogger, is my integrity and my trust with the audience. Once I lose that, then I have nothing, because I'm not a journalist. It's not my profession. It's not what I went to school for. If you care to know, I'm a biomedical engineer. I went to school for electronics. That's about it. I fix medical equipment and lab equipment, surgical equipment. That's how I make a living, and a very comfortable one, by the way. So The fact of the matter is that that's what's going on. Many people agree with me when I tell you this. Is that there has to be a change, regardless of what happens in Open Cup, and regardless of how the season ends. And I believe that. If you have followed my vlogs, you will hear from me the fact that I feel that Oscar Pareja, while stabilizing the ship and getting us to meet some important milestones in the club, I feel that is not the manager to take us to the pinnacle. And one of the problems in this fan base that we have is the soccer momisms. The fact that people get super attached to players, super attached to managers. I'm here to tell you that the name on the badge is bigger than the name on the back of the jersey. I don't care who plays for Orlando City. I don't care who's the manager for Orlando City. I care about winning. I care about trophy lifting. I care about being entertained. And while we won at Red Bulls, a place we had not gone 3 points since 2018, and one of the worst places to be a visitor in MLS because it's such a hard place to play against a very good team. The fact of the matter is, it was boring football. It was really boring football. I don't find joy in seeing my team score and defend for 70, 80, 60 minutes or whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, they're going to concede. And if they concede twice, boom, all 3 points gone. And that's exactly what happened last night. People are chest beating because we won. Had that ball gone in at the death, and we would have surrendered the equalizer to Red Bulls, we would have been out of the playoffs, and people will be screaming their guts out. And one thing I have said before to a lot of people is, if we were not lucky enough to be on the final for Open Cup, will Oscar Pareja be? Would he still be the manager of this club? Because last week we fell below the red line. Right now we're in the 6th position with Miami, Atlanta, Chicago breathing on our necks. Teams that got much better than when we played them early in the season. And, this week, as I'm recording this, some teams, I believe Toronto, Charlotte, and Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, are playing twice this week. So that means that they have the opportunity, if they win their games, to bounce us off the playoff position. Orlando is going to be going this next Sunday to Charlotte, a place that we have never been before. Obviously, Charlotte is an expansion team this year. When we played them in Orlando, we played them under the different manager. I was early in the season. They were not that great. And we got a 2-1 result. And I got to tell you that is a 2-1 result. We won. I want to say it was 2-1, 2-0. So in the comments, correct me. I actually happened to be watching that game with a friend from England who follows my club, Stevenage. And he was very impressed with the quality of the game, the atmosphere, everything about the American atmosphere when it comes to football. And that happened to be a game that was recorded by a very famous YouTuber. His channel is called Away Days. Ellis, that's the guy's name. He came and did a vlog about the game day experience, and sort of echoed my friend's opinion about what the game was all about. Now, friends, this is my opinion. Going to Charlotte, we have to win. We have no choice. We have to win. Will playing the Papi Special be any different? We don't know. Pato left injured at the moment of recording this. We don't know his condition, but I believe, and he looked very bad, and I believe that quite possibly we probably have lost him for the season. I think Pato stood up for Orlando for the very last time, which is a shame. I just don't think that he's a great guy who had really bad luck, and quite honestly, it just the way the injury happened should have been a penalty if you ask me. But pro referees in this league, they tend to be so erratic that sometimes the calls go against you, sometimes the calls go for you, and sometimes the calls are never made. August is a month that is going to define Orlando City going to the playoffs. After playing in Charlotte, we are going to be coming home on a Sunday to play against New York City, a team that has been very good the past few years, current champion. New York City and Orlando had faced a lot of battles. Both teams came into the league in 2015. Obviously, two different stories. One had the money, and the other one had the history. And unfortunately, money has won the day as far as winning a championship first. And but Orlando City has always had their number on these guys. So hopefully, we are going to be able to beat him. I mean, not for nothing. They just lost this past weekend against Miami, and if they can lose against Miami, they can lose against Orlando. That's the way I look at it. And then after that, we have a game on Wednesday against a team that we have never been able to defeat, which is Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders are a very dangerous side. Wednesday games in MLS are weird because a lot of people are working. Usually the people that are over 2 hours away from the stadium tend to not show up. And I get it. It's middle of the week, school night, etc., etc. So it's going to be an interesting crowd to probably see a fair result, most likely a tie, to be honest with you. I just don't think that we have the quality to go toe-to-toe with a team that is all attack, especially with our woes. And then after that, we are going to go into the month of September that weekend, playing against Miami at Miami. Interesting scenario because that Wednesday we are going to be facing Sacramento at home for the Open Cup. Do you send your best team down to Miami with 2 days to rest, risking injury, maybe on your most dangerous pieces, or do you send a B team and pray for a tie? Great question that Oscar Pareja is going to have to answer. And again, I close this by saying that my official stance is that we need to thank Oscar Pareja for his services and for everything that he has done for the club. But it's time to look for a different vision. Fans vote with their wallet. The reason that the stadium has been fairly empty speaks of that. When you look at teams that are below us on the table or at equal position on the table, they tend to bring fans. And why? Because they're fun to watch. We're not. We're boring. And that has to be said. We can win games 1-0, or we can win games 3-2. Fans are gonna show up for the 3-2 results. They're not gonna show up for the 1-0s. They're gonna show up for the 2-1s. They're not gonna do that because it's boring and it's predictable. And again, fans want to be entertained. Fans want to be screaming. Fans want that what's gonna happen next. We're not giving them that. We are not doing that right now. And quite honestly, after seeing how my overseas teams, Maccabi Haifa and Stevenage, have made manager changes, player changes that have contributed to the fact that now those teams are more dynamic, more attack, Their results are always multiple goals. The stadiums are filling up with people as the weeks go by. I want the same thing here locally. So that's all I have to say about that. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. Doesn't mean that we can be friends. I keep telling this to people. I don't understand why on social media people can have healthy and constructive debate without name calling, without blocking, without muting, without reporting. I don't understand that part. Part of the reason why I wanted to have a blog, part of the reason why I go online, is to talk to other fans, to have healthy interaction with them. Many times, I am strong in my position, but I get to see why people with an opposing opinion stand with it, and sometimes I say, well, you make a compelling argument, and I think you're right. That has happened. With that, my friends, let you be. I want to invite you to watch me live on Mondays, 8:30 p.m. local here in Orlando, on Loud Proud Orlando with my friends Luis Pineda and Paola Medina. And with Loud and Proud Orlando, you can interact with us, ask us questions. If you can't join us live, you can definitely watch the show later during the week by subscribing to the Loud and Proud Orlando channel on YouTube. And if you could do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, The Legendary David, to consume content about Orlando City. I will appreciate that. Thank you very much. And with that said, may God bless you. And by the way, also I can be found at Florida_man76 on Twitter. Come and follow me. Let's talk football. May God bless you. And as always, vamos Orlando.